Pistons starting lineup. Reggie Jackson, Andre Drummond, Stanley Johnson, Luke Kennard.
66 postseason contests. Nick Buchert in his 8th season. Scott Twardowski is in his 7th NBA season.
But usually in the corner on the weak side.
Saison with a knock away. Kobe Simmons 2-on-1. Goes right at Reggie Jackson. Kennard missing on the fly at the other end. Pistons average 103.5. There's a hoop. 9.5 a game. Tolliver, he lives out after his stint in Sacramento.
You mentioned how teams don't score on the break. A nice pass here. Good look from
B-Mac. Corner three is through. Overall, Kennard passing on the shot. Reggie Jackson, 4-3, carried it. Shot clock at 10 for Stanley Johnson. He finds a double. Kennard will launch the three and put it in. The three online, but short, and a leak out for Drummond, and Gasol forced the
shooter and the first guy back defensively.
8 straight by Detroit. B-Mac, another from beyond the arc. Grizzlies only 6 triples in the loss to Sacramento. Gasol, nifty dump off to Ivy. Drops one in. 28% from beyond the arc. Dylan, tough chance, banked it in. Dylan to go, and he said, I want to play all 82. I want to prove that I can do it. I want to prove that I'm an Iron Man, that I'm reliable.
On his aggressive play for this team.
Ish Smith, the pitch out. Kennard's three is through at a 75% clip.
Well, 75, you're asking a lot at 75. You just want to see, can you give him 6? That's going to happen a lot and has been happening very often for this Grizzlies offense since he signed for the 10-day on
Jackson. Marchand out of the double team. Davis got it to drop.
With Reggie Jackson allowing him to play off of the ball.
Mike Henry comes up firing and fills it up. Mike Henry.
A couple early. We continue to just stay there. Nice move and set up here by Kobe.
Omari Johnson for 3. Bango. If you find somebody who works harder than Charles Sweeney, tell me about it, because I don't know you can find anybody. Oh, wow. Correct, it is 100%. They got good math classes at Stanford.
Stanford goes far.
Ellenson with the turnaround. He's got 5 of the 9 Piston bench points. Deontay's open. That's in his wheelhouse. That's the thing that you like about Marchand. He has not just been a scorer. He has been a basketball player and a 3-point shot maker.
A lot of descriptive words. The best one has been special, and he has made the end of the season very interesting for Grizzlies fans.
In each game this month, rebounds on April 1st, points on the 4th, and blocks on the 6th.
Reggie Jackson off a second.
It didn't work for Stanley Johnson, but this 3 off of the glass does work. Good look here.
And Marchand finishes it off. He's shooting 61%, Pistons 29%. Galloway, too easy.
Yourself in a tough position. You better be a very, very good defensive team.
Ennis, deep, and bottom.
Slowly but surely creep their way back into the game.
The Grizzlies led it by 20. DB with the finger.
A lot of jump shots after having their early success.
Another deep gun, and it was trying to hit Gasol. Rab, again staying active. Kennard on a run out, takes it and lays it in.
In fashion, can they do the same here in the second quarter?
Pistons, the 46th opponent, to have double-digit threes against the Grizzlies. Grizzlies nursing a double-digit lead as we go under 3 minutes remaining first half. Kennard goes baseline and dunks.
Was where the Grizzlies liked it. Now this turned into more of a half-court affair.
Tolliver finger roll. Chalmers.
Said the half-court offense stalling here for the Grizzlies, and
the McLemore setup. So 13-2, Detroit run and counting. A lob for Drummond, make it 15-2.
We're looking the Pistons anything.
Brooks throwback, Gasol into Ellenson. Yes, and the foul. Stanley Johnson, pass deflected. Ellenson, it's behind him. Picked up by Rio. A look ahead. 2-on-1. Left to Ram.
They got their 2 baskets. Now can they get one more stop?
Grizzlies 10 points off of Piston turnovers. Ish Smith drained for their 14th road win. We've got one more road game coming They're back-to-back at home to Atlanta tomorrow.
Well, he has been ultra aggressive, 3 for 3 from the three-point line.
Well, Dukies are good listeners, good students. Dylan Brooks lists 2 points. He's averaging 16 since. Grizzlies in Minnesota tomorrow night in a game with plenty of playoff implications for the home team. Gasol with the reject pro.
Everywhere that he's played, he's one of those guys that there are always teams that are out there saying, well, we could use him.
Simmons, yes, with the... Gasol trailing the play and screens. A little pick and pop. Gasol rings the bell. Blocks. Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, the others. Kobe Simmons for the draft picks. Who do you want? Who do you want? And I said, as long as they know how to play the game and have great competitive spirit. Talent is one thing. 10-0 Grizzlies run. Stanley Johnson in the lane, top side, a Tolliver 3. It's through again for Anthony Tolliver. Reignited. Kennard on the come around and the pitch out. Stanley Johnson. Brooks closes him out. Stanley Johnson.
3-point line.
Ish Smith comes in. Hits another 3. Actually, they haven't hit the rim. Here's Gasol. And he responds. A compelling factor in this game. Does have 9 rebounds, but other than that, not much. Nice Euro step and Marshawn Brooks. Judging the gather is very, very difficult. And Henry Ellenson back in the game. He drills a triple. So you only call a travel if you are absolutely sure there's a third step in there. Here's Gasol for 3. Good again!
In the NBA, and if you're in college or so, then it might be called because of how awkward it looks, but then allow a team a quick run to get themselves not only back in the game, but also confidence as...
Bound fresh clock for the Grizzlies. Marshawn thought about it, but Kennard closes him out. He'll rise and fire for 3. It's through. Heel. Marshawn.
Great look.
Mike Henry with the flush. Davis the screen. Pick and roll. Dede. Tip no. Omari Johnson's clock is off for the Pistons. Smith, straight line drive, blocked!
Where the season is, and he has pulled his hair out enough times this season. Nice curl there. And
Philadelphia 76ers, who will have home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs. Ellenson, boarded by Marshawn. Marshawn banks it in and draws
over. Nowadays with what James Harden is doing in Houston, but Tim Hardaway was doing it when he was in Golden State.
Ellenson,
he's having to defend and contest shots out to the 3-point line.
Ellenson, his season high, he has 17. He averages 3 a game. Gasol for... Grizzlies 5 on 4. Gasol, Deontay Davis. Great for
that. There's no problems with any type of communication. They cross their T's, they dot their I's.
And a lot of the crew locally, well, they're... Oh, lob for Deontay, and what a catch. Ellenson is able to reel it in. Skip pass, Ennis checks his feet. His 3 is... Deontay Davis knocked the rebound away from Ellenson. Grizzlies have it back. Marshawn for 3. Bingo! Ball to be played. Tolliver, Gasol forced him inside the arc. Ennis hunting a 3. It's in. Simmons, a step back 3. It's in! Rebound to Drummond. 12-point game. Smith, straight line drive going coast to coast. Brooks against Kennard. Marshawn, bank. Deontay follow. These 3 turnovers here in the quarter. Kennard. Deontay was trying to block it.
This hasn't been a dominating double-double as we're accustomed to seeing from him.
How about Kobe for 3? Good again! Gasol and Simmons 20 apiece. Ish Smith, wrap around, no, but tapped in by Drummond. 3s. Stanley Johnson goes the distance. Ball loose, got it back. Blocked.
High advantage on the backboard. And we said get in the zone by making 10+ threes where they had 16 on the... Really happy for these fans because despite what the record was...